Well, look who decided to join us. It would be you, our viewers. Thank you. We're coming at you with Game 3, Gordon Wright versus Tom Smiley. Gordon on the left, Tom on the right. Gordon piloting Mono Green Blade. I'm not sure if that's the actual name he has for it, but it's the best I'd qualify for it. It's annoying dot blade. Can't target anything, can't counter thruns. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like the concept. So, Tom starts off with Colonnade and a Plains, I want to say. Too much glare. It looks white regardless. No, it's a Scalding Tarn, because there's a multiple color variation side to side, so I assume that's what it is. 2 mana for a Green Sun for 1, which is probably going to be a Bird's Paradise. Couldn't imagine what else it would be at this point, but definitely big game starting off with a lot of mana. Tom, even not having the counterspell, is making the correct play and making him wait right now to see if he really wants to use it, or at least believe that he has a counterspell to use. So now that'll be in his head for a little bit in the game. Tom does have the mana leak. However, if you don't, you can still take that exact same play and kind of keep it very safe. Tom will crack his Scalding Tarn and go search, and Gordon's going to respond with 4 Archive Trap. No, I'm kidding. I've seen it. I've seen that happen, actually. 4 Archive Traps off a fetch. It doesn't happen very often, but that, I guess, is the equivalent of having 4 aces in your starting hand. 3 mana for a Blade Splicer. Blade Splicer comes down, creates his little dude token, and Gordon will untap. Having access to any types of mana, now goes to a turn 4, skipping a stage. He'll play a Dungrove Elder, which is a 2/2 hexproof, which only gets bigger. That's what he said. Going on, Tom will take his turn. You know, I'm in decent favor of having a 1/1 that gives first strike to a 3/3 when it enters the battlefield. It's pretty good. Tom looks to have Sword, Mana Leak in his hand, Phantasmal Image. Sword comes down into play, and he's going to pass it on over. End of turn, he's going to dismember the token. Pretty good. Going down to 16. Play another Force, make that a 3/3. Play Acidic Slime to kill the sword. Go in for 3. And a big turn. Another big turn. That's huge. So Tom will play Seachrome. Comes into play tapped. Starting a Phantasmal Image. Or at this point, I think might... No, I think you want to save it in case the swords come out. Because that Phantasmal Image will instantly copy that Acidic Slime and take care of that sword in the same fashion that it would happen here. He can play Hawks to get additional blockers, because right now he's going to start bleeding damage. But you want to keep that mana open for that Mana Leak, which is very, very key to stop any additional bleeding. But we'll see how that goes. Tom can also just wait for another Day of Judgment. At this point, double tech Edge, getting rid of 2 lands, putting the color. That's putting a lot of pressure on. So 5 damage comes in the board. He's going to take 5, so Tom will go down to 12 in this case, taking 8 damage already. Another Birds of Paradise. More mana. Oh, he's definitely no short of mana here. Tom is on 2 lands and stuck, but he has a Preordain in hand that can get him somewhere. Into the Royal, and what looks to be an Inkmoth Nexus. 1 top, 1 bottom. He'll keep that 1 on top. Bring Inkmoth in. Tap 2 for a birdie. Oh, Phantasmal Image. Copying his Blade Splicer. Pretty good, pretty good. Gordon draws a land here. It's big. But he got another Bird of Paradise. 3, 4, 5 to drop a Garruk. At this point, yeah, I think you would just want to bring Garruk out and draw. But he's going to make a Beast token, which is still not bad. Because now you're allowed to double block that Beast token. Or the Artifact token, I should say. So Tom still looking around, shuffling up that no mana hand. He's got a lot of gas, just nothing to use. If he can withstand the storm, it's still a big game. But right now, I really, really like Gordon's chances. There's not really much that Tom can do in this situation. He's going to be staring at a Garrick for a while. So, actually, the correct play was what Gordon did last turn with playing the Garrick. It gives you longevity in this game with that Garrick. Instead of being a one-and-done Planeswalker, I come in, you draw 3, and then I leave. Very, very quick loyalty. But definitely the correct play. Keep him board presence. You have 3 blockers open. You have 2 mana birds. Next turn you're going to be drawing an additional card anyway. It's not an easy position for Tom to be in. In fact, it's not an easy position for many people to be in. But the only consolation you can take here is Tom's deck. Any Cawblade deck usually runs 25 plus lands. In this case, I believe it's 26. Garrick will draw 3 cards for him. He finally hits a forest, bringing those Dungrove Elders up to a 4/4. And by elders, I mean the singular. So, Gordon's board consists of a token, which is a 3/3 beast created by Garrick, an acidic slime, Dungrove Elder, and 2 birds if I didn't already state that. So, here, we got acidic slime going in, which is going to get killed by a first striker, and a beast token going in, which is a 3/3. And then the correct play there is actually swing with the Elder. You trade with 2 of his guys, but it's not that big of a deal. Well, actually, he has the other forest in hand, so it's debatable. It's debatable. The acidic slime was actually pretty decent to keep around, being a death touch guy on the ground. And you're really rolling trading for damage, so Tom should be around 9. Or at 9 exactly. 9 or 8, I believe, because of a fetch land, so... So, damage is going to start going in. It's going to start battling back. Birds will block the token. Dungravelder will block one of the copies of Blade Splicer. Tom will drop a Colonnade. Mull over his hand. He has Hawks. Passing turn back over. He's going to draw. Tech Edge again on Inkmoth and Nexus. Play another Bird's Paradise. Damage going in. Taking for 7. Bring him down to 1. Oh, it should be 1. I could be wrong. Yep, yes, a double block. And there's a land. 4 lands come in. Tap 2. Bring out that birdie. Angry Birds. So looking for this, Tom will fetch out 3 for sure, assuming that there is 3. Filling that hand back up, giving him additional little blockers, guys to get there. Tom will leave 2 mana open for that mana leak. Pretty key, keep himself at the board. Or not, he'll play another Hawk. Pretty good also. Needing to stay alive at 1 life. So a second Dungor Velder comes out. Swing in. Trade. 3 mana up for Gordy. Pretty Redan comes down. Land into the Royal. We'll take the land for the turn. Play his land for the turn. Tom has 2 blockers still, a 3/3 and a 1/1 flyer. They'll pay 4 to bring out 2 Hawks and pass the turn back on over. Gordy draws. Can't see what the draw was. 2 Dungor Velders go in. 2 birdies go by. He'll play another forest. Sword comes down. Two mana to nothing. 2 mana to equip sword, 2 birds. To equip sword to token guy. I'll discard a forest. Gordy will draw. Two mana for a skin shifter. Birdie, those die. Untap. Draw land. Swing in. Play 4 for a Day of Judgment, I take it. Nope, and into the Royal kicked. He's going to play a Sun Titan, getting back a Blade Splicer, which gets a token. And Tom is stabilizing at 1 life. I think Gordy needs to tap those 2 birds for levitation, enchantment, and just go to town. And those are 3 Dungor Velders. That's ridiculous. I don't know, if I was Gordy here, I would have gone in with that skin shifter.